I wake up at 11:30 a.m. and immediately start day trading on my 3-monitor setup.
This video is sponsored by CoinFlip. All content is for informational purposes only and should not be taken as financial investment advice.
After losing half my life savings, I go for a walk to contemplate my existence. Maybe Dad was right. Maybe I am a failure. I tried to buy a $14 oat milk latte, but my credit card was declined. I'm devastated and decaffeinated. Then I remember I have $2.5 million left in my trust fund. Time to buy more crypto. I hit up a CoinFlip crypto ATM and buy $900 of Bitcoin. It's so easy. I use my Bitcoin to immediately buy a $780 NFT of a latte. Coffee tastes so much better on the blockchain. Time for an NFT yacht party. Oh no, it's a bear market! 4 a.m. time to sleep and dream of CoinFlip crypto ATMs.
I don't ever want to grow up, and I wanna keep it going, keep it growing, come on. I got a little bit trashed last night. I got a little bit wasted. Yeah. I got a little bit mashed last night. I got a little shit-faced. Yeah.
Well. How's it going, crypto YouTube? Had a nice little vacation, didn't get to record last week. Just got back really exhausted. And, you know, I want to get these videos out. I want them to be 100% to my best, you know, ability. The whole making videos is still a learning curve for me, but I've gotten a lot better with it. But, you know, trial and error, practice makes perfect, right? Welcome to the world of crypto, where possibilities are as vast as the stars above us. On this journey of discovery and growth, we're guided by a simple yet powerful belief. God is great, God is good. As we explore the ever-changing landscape of blockchain and cryptocurrencies together, let's carry this message of hope and positivity in our hearts. Whether today finds you basking in sunshine or seeking a light in the dark, I hope it's filled with peace, love, and the promise of good fortune. Welcome to my channel, where we dive into the mysteries of crypto with open minds and adventurous spirits. Here's to finding success, understanding, and perhaps a little bit of magic along the way. May your day be great, your heart be light, and your investments be prosperous. Now, let's get started on today's crypto adventure. I got quite a few things to cover before we get going here. Website's about done. Been working on it for a few years now, along with my indicators that I'm going to be releasing shortly as well. You can see a sneak peek of these here below. I still have a couple adjustments I'm going to be making over the next couple months with this. Affiliate program is live. Website is kind of locked down for the moment. Not able to log in or anything. I'm trying to do some final touches with it before I actually release that fully. Affiliate percentage is 35% commission made if you do a top tier membership with us. I think that's really generous of me to do that. Beforehand, we only did, I think it was 5 or 10% last time our group was open. So as we start to go public again, I kind of want to give back to our community and help everybody grow and prosper, whether that is, you know, being good as a trader, being good and selling, you know, a product, maybe being good at selling a product and then becoming a good trader. You know, however you get there is what helps. For me, I was an early investor in cryptocurrency, and I've noticed as like years go on, it's a lot harder to do solid investments with a lot of these coins that keep coming out of the thin air, and it's always like, well, what's a good buy, what's not a good buy, you know, what would be good for my portfolio and what's not. I remember one of the top 10 altcoins that I have. I'm going to do the last four in this video, but one of them, you know, I'm kind of going to give a little sneak peek, is Litecoin. I feel like it's just kind of staggered a little lately. Within the past month, it's been doing really well. besides this, you know, minor pullback we've had. But it's just kind of been a sleeper. I remember, you know, investing in that like $20 and riding it almost to $300 back when we had our first like real good bull run when Bitcoin got to 20,000. So I think investing in crypto is a lot more riskier now. There's a lot more shit coins out there. There's other things out there that, you know, kind of don't help the atmosphere of things when looking for something good to invest in. Anyways, I'm going to try to keep the video short somewhat. So yeah, I'm going to go over the last 4 altcoins that I'm purchased. I'm going to purchase some more. We've had a nice little dip recently, and I'm going to take advantage of that. But I do kind of want to take off where I left off the last time. We were around 61,000, and this was about 2 weeks ago. And I did kind of state that I was looking for us to really get some movement, and this would be a great area to start buying. And so I'm gonna play a little bit of the snippet of the video for about 2 weeks ago, just to show you, you know, sometimes don't be fearful. Just stick to your guns. Do what, you know, you're learning to do, or what you're getting better at. You know, practice makes perfect in it. And as you get better at it, you start to see areas that are good buys, you see areas that are good sells, and you know, you identify the atmosphere. We're still in a bullish trend, regardless if we drop a heavy percentage down like we did. You know, don't be scared. 8% drop. Don't be scared. Look at the return on that. You know, it's pretty massive. I'm pretty sure, I think we were around here when I was saying that this was a good buy. So when I was out of town, well, I was already out of town around here, but I missed a little bit of this action right here, and then I started getting back into this area right here. So this is kind of a little foggy for me. Ideally, I still think that we are kind of at a moment, we're at a moment where Bitcoin just needs to consolidate. We need to have a consolidation phase. This was a consolidation phase for a bit, but it was near resistance. But it'd be really nice to just start consolidating here, so some of these altcoins can start running a little bit. We're getting really close to the halving that's coming up, but I think it's almost time for alts to do some work and start getting some really good returns on your investments in the early days. You know, investing in it 6-8 months ago or so. I think it's time. We're due for it. Overall, you know, this has been a pretty good consolidation phase here, but again, it's not really, there's just been so much movement here in these moves that it's a very large consolidation phase. So I don't really classify this as being able to let alts run. You know, we started having a little bit here. It would have been nice to see this consolidating more, you know, consolidate until basically the halving. So my standpoint right now is kind of neutral. I do feel like we test high again in this area, but I'm really not 100% certain at this very moment. But if I had to guess, I would say that we definitely need to go up more and at least test this area, or we consolidate here, let alts run, hit another swing low, not so much a swing low, but possibly get around this area and then try to test high again. I really just see us testing high again on this move right now. A little bit of consolidation, then move up again. What's concerning is the weekly. The weekly is starting to turn over on us, which could take a bit of time to actually happen, but it's always good to take note that, you know, higher time frames are starting to get burnt out on us. We did have these smaller time frames kind of got a nice little reset after this drop, but I am going to play this video right here from my last video, kind of saying, hey, this is a good buy, this is a good buy. So let me mute the music here. We're at 32%. It's alarming. Anyways, I do think, I really think we're getting close to a good long position. I think anywhere's in this range, you know, maybe a swing fill pattern down here to load back up on another move to the upside. You know, you can only sell off for so much. And I think there's the fears coming back, and everybody's like, oh, back to 9K. But we've had almost a 20% pullback here. So I think we're getting close to a bottoming out signal on this. But anyways, let's go to the 6 hour. Check out the 6 hour. We also have a weekly S2 here too. And weekly S3. That's a pretty strong indication. Normally S2, S3, we get some bounces even if they're temporary. If you go to like a 15-minute chart, you'll see S2 bounces quite a bit. They might not last very long, but there are quite a few bounces. And also to the upside, you know, R2 bounces as well you get. So, but we are getting into this order block here. It's kind of the area I was talking about in our previous video I posted on YouTube. So yeah, I think this area is a good buy opportunity. All right. Yep. You know, I spoke about this being a good buy area. So let me fix my video here. All right. So hopefully this is a decent sound for it, and I'm not getting drowned out by the music. But yeah, let's go ahead and take a look at high block. Go into our group. See what high block gives us here. And then we do have some reports coming out tomorrow as well, which can, while that's loading, I can take a look at this. So we got quite a few reports tomorrow, actually. Non-farm employment change, unemployment rate. This one's going to be pretty big. And then we have a couple FOMC meetings. These guys are pretty neutral. I don't expect anything from these two. Consumer credit, this could be a move for us. But unemployment rate's kind of huge. It's at 8:30, so that's before market open. Outside of that, employment change might sway markets a bit. But yeah, so let's see what high block has for us here. Okay, so we're starting to get some longs built up, but not any that really concerns me yet. I'm not really concerned about that yet. So I don't really see a reason why we go down. I think we still have some move up, or we could just consolidate and then lose momentum and fall back down. But let's get back into trading view. I'm gonna go ahead and close this out. Let's take a look at XO charts too as well while I have this open. We don't have an Adulton today. PD value area low hasn't been touched yet, so maybe we get a touch from the new candle. And it's also a swing fail pattern on the bottom of this range. It could be kind of what we saw yesterday. We had a similar transition yesterday. I remember this. We swung fail pattern this low right here and here at the bottom, and then kind of just took off. So that was a really nice play right there. I am still in a long from 50,900. I have the position. Let me go ahead and pull it up. So this is a position I've kind of been in since I started my first YouTube video, and it's kind of been nice to just kind of let it go a little bit. I did take a short at the highs and close most of that out about 61.5. I think it was about 62.50 is what I closed it out around. That last video I displayed that was a position I had open on there. But I had this one as well. I did cross and had, you know, one of both. So long and a short. So I've kind of left my long open. I really would like to close this out at 100,000. I don't know. It could happen. It could be a possibility. 100,000, but I'm very concerned with CPI and rates not being cut. There's a lot of things that are concerning me right now in the markets. And then there's a possibility of another war going on with Iran and Israel. So there's just a couple, things that are kind of eerie. If we do look at S&P, we had a pretty wild day yesterday with S&P. Markets all up and everything, a little pullback. Yeah, everything's great. And then we just had a nuke. So, but we're kind of consolidating, ingesting this drop right here. So we're almost about to hit the lows here, 51,100. Let's look at the daily. Yeah, daily is kind of rough looking right now. Weekly, yeah, everything's just really overextended. You can kind of see the same consistency with Bitcoin as well. Let's look at the XY dollar. This is the dollar index. Wow, this is looking pretty strong right now, actually. It's a bit concerning. I think it's a time to be cautious. I would really like to see Bitcoin just have a consolidation phase. And then, once we get past the consolidation phase, possibly let alt run a little bit. So here's the chart. I didn't flip over to it. So we have the dollar, which is looking pretty darn good. Here, weekly's looking pretty darn good. Day's looking good. Went to S&P. I was saying with S&P, we kind of had this, mellow out. It's like up, a little pullback. All right, going back again, and then had just a nuke session going on there. And S&P is practically just like that of Bitcoin. Looks about the same on the weekly, daily. Yeah, I'm just being cautious, but again, I would like us to just sit and consolidate. If we sit and consolidate within a range, a small range, or mid-sized range, whatever it may be, if we can consolidate, that can cool off the higher time frames, and then we can continue going on with what we're doing. So all right, the last couple of altcoins that we have here, I'm gonna go ahead and pull up all of them. So we have Matic, Square, and Lido next, and then Litecoin, as I had talked about earlier in this video. So Matic actually is still called Matic, but they changed the name from Matic to Polygon. So now it's called Polygon. They did a name change recently for it. I still like Matic. It's had a nice little rally recently. It's having a pullback now. Looking pretty good though. Overall, I know this has been around for quite a while, but let's see. Yeah, there's not much movement on this. I think this has some good potential. It really does. It definitely has some potential. We had a bear market during this time, had a little bit of a down spiral, but overall, I like this. I really like this. But let's go ahead and let's talk about it. So it's Web3. Gives you the ability to build, stake, and then, bridge and swap, manage your assets on Polygon. I actually have two. I have another one that you can stake with as well. The other one is the Lido one, which I do like a bit better. It's having a much better rally than the Matic is. So, but I like Matic. I'm invested in it as well. I feel like Polygon sounds better. I'm not quite sure why they did the name change to begin, but it's good that they kept the same token. The stock ticker, the ticker symbol for it, I think helps. So, but yeah, I'm invested in this. I really like it. The next one is Square. This is a much newer. I just recently invested in this. I actually added this to my top 10 list. After my second video I created, I added this one. It's kind of one I've been looking at I looked at for a bit, and then I was just kind of sold on it. It's actually really cool. But it looks really clean. It's new, doesn't have much history, a lot of price discovery ability. It could really get going, would be nice. And still, it's under $1. You can't beat that, under $1. But I've been looking at this quite a bit. You can pretty much buy all kinds of stuff on their store. So here's the Magic store. You can also stake too. 100% APR, that's not bad. So, but we have all these apps that you can get on here. DeFi Wallet, DeFi Lender, all through this Web3 app store. Staking's here. So this is pretty neat. I'm a big fan of the staking here. I haven't done any staking, I've just done investing, but I might actually start looking at staking with this. It's definitely really nice though. It's got some, it's definitely got a good future. Web3's free app store. Discover Web3, effortlessly experience the decentralized future. So I definitely, this is probably a top 5, one of my top 5 coins now, altcoins that I've invested in. So staking, lending, insurance, custody, AMM. Pretty nice. Pretty cool. And the website's beautiful too. I've been working on our website and updating it, making it a little more sleek, and it's definitely a learning curve on its own as well. But yeah. So Square, and then Lido is another staking one as well. Let me close out these. Liquidity for staked tokens. That's pretty nice right there. And that's a lot of tokens staked, which is fantastic. So the APR is a little less. And you can actually use stake on Matic as well. So how does Lido work? Let's actually take a look at the chart here first. So it's at $2. It's looking pretty nice. And this is another newer altcoin that I've been invested in recently. I think I got in under 2. It was about no, it's probably about 2. I probably bought it about 2-ish or so. But it's looking pretty nice. It looks like it's having a nice little pullback, so it might be a great time to buy some, scoop some up if you'd like. But yeah, let's look at the how Lido works. So you stake any amount of your tokens to access daily staking rewards, receive liquid ST tokens, and start receiving rewards immediately. Use in DeFi. Use your ST tokens across DeFi to get more reward options to your daily staked rewards. Pretty cool. So big fan of this as well. Very, very nice. And the last alt for this series, I know this is kind of going on a little longer than I wanted. I was going to do a video last week, and I was just still trying to recover from my trip. So I just wanted to be 100% speaking and talking. But this is Litecoin. And, you know, it's a grandfather coin. But I miss these days. These days were great. But it's definitely got some room to run. I mean, even if it went back to the all-time highs here, it's almost 300% from where we are right now. So it's definitely hasn't done much in this little run we've had. Well, not little run, but in this market run we've had. Again, I think alts have kind of suffered a little bit. Bitcoin's been on a tear, and we're getting to the point where I think Bitcoin's going to cool off and it's going to consolidate and it's going to let alts just take off. And it's going to be alt season, and it's going to be one heck of an alt season. That's all I could say. So, but yeah, that's it for me. See, outside of that, the website, once we do launch our group again and the website and stuff, I'll probably be doing a promo for about 60% off. It actually will be a tiered promo. So if you spend X amount, you'll get a higher percentage off. More info of that to come on the next video. The next video we should be live to join and join us and trade with us. We really need to bring some fresh blood into our trade group. We've been private for quite a while, and I think it's time for us to venture out again. So let's look at trade right now. Having a minor little pullback right here, getting to that PD value area low. We don't have a Dalton or anything today. I don't really see, pretty neutral on this, to be honest with you. I don't really see any reason to panic sell or panic buy per se. I will probably be doing a live stream at some point end of this month, kind of like a celebration of getting the group open again and adding people and probably do a giveaway, like maybe a $500 giveaway to somebody on the live stream. So randomize it just so it's fair for everybody. But yeah. We're about almost at 30 minutes. I kind of like keeping these at under 30 minutes for myself. I do want to do a longer one eventually and discuss a lot of different content. You know, more so the indicators, the group, the website, how things work in our group. There's definitely a lot more content I need to give on that once we start going live and doing that. But for the moment, I'm just establishing my channel. I'm hoping this content is good and you enjoy it and there's some usefulness out of it. Hopefully you took some trade off of my last video, saying that, hey, you know, it's time to buy, and took that advice. A lot of these alts even did. They had some good movement too from that last run. Actually, I do want to look at Python. I'm gonna pull up Python. Take a look at Python. It's been struggling a bit recently. It did go back to $1 again after this last little pull we had while I was out of town. But still looking, it's weak. It's looking a little weak. The whole markets are kind of weak right now though. So we've had a nice little pullback, not as drastic as the last pullback, but it's definitely pulled back some. Let's see, let's go to the 6 hour, starting to get neutral, 8 hour neutral, 12 still got some. Oh, we got bullish diversion on the 12 hour. That's looking clean. That's nice. I like to see that. We actually had that on Bitcoin. I'll move to that real quick. We actually moved to Bitcoin on here and had gotten that bullish diversion and then kind of took off with that as well. So that was really nice as a good little call for the syndicator. Kind of called it, said, hey, here we go, long it. It was a lot quicker than I thought it would be. Thought it would probably be another day, but we did get some good volume in this morning and this afternoon for it to rise up. So let's go back to Python. So this is good to see. Probably give it maybe another half day, let it form a little bit more. Swing fail the bottom. But yeah, it's looking pretty good. Let's look at some of the other alts I recommended. Comp is still down. It's pretty much where it was last time we spoke about this. It was like around here, possibly Thursday. Yeah, we were around this spot. So, you know, if you had bought it, wrote it up a little bit, I still think a lot of these alts are just buy and hold and wait and let them just sit. But this is looking, yeah, it's looking a little weak. It's pointing down still. We just need a couple good solid days of green on everything. RNDR, man, I had a good run there. Nice little pullback right now. These pullbacks is when you buy. You don't FOMO in when it's going up and it's 50% green, 50% day of green, and you're like, oh, let me buy it now. You buy it on these days. You buy it when it's down. It goes lower, you buy a little bit more, you know? But this is looking, let's see, let's go to the 8 hour starting to turn over. 12, oh, we got in bullish divergent on here too. There's a couple of really nice alts on here. They got some bullish divergent. Daily is about to get divergent too. Let's see, is this closing? No, it's not closed yet, but we do have divergence on that. That's pretty nice. These have confirmed divergence, had a little bit of a uptick, so let's let the daily play out here, see if we get a good run out of that. I remember you want to go with the trend, so you start seeing bullish signs. Those are when you start really looking for positions and trades to take. Let's look at near. Near's kind of neutral. Ooh, weekly's looking rough. Weekly's looking about the same as Bitcoin. Yeah, I'm not a fan of this right now. I think we have, well, 6 hours pretty nice. 8 hour, I think we need a little bit of a pull back down here to the bottom again, maybe a swing fail pattern. I wouldn't mind seeing this area, actually. Let's take out this area right here. Look kind of clean. Maybe just a touch right here and then take off. That would let the daily reset a little. Daily got a little bit. Weekly, it's not much hope for the weekly. That's going to probably take a little bit of time. Let's see, AVO. Pretty new still. Got no data for these, so that's not helpful for us. I did do, last video I did Ondo, and it did take off quite a bit. It was like right around here. It's 40% or so. I want to say it was 50. Actually, I have it in the chat group. Let me see here. Yeah, I said about 50%. That was 320. So 320. Oh, it surged even more after that. I said 320, it went 50%, so that was about, must have been about, yeah, right around here maybe, 50%. Give or take, this area. And went up there, and that's 50%, then went another, almost 100% after that, after I had said I invested in it quite a while ago. So I've been in it since beginning of February. It's been really nice. We analyze Matic, here, Python, comp. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Well, guys, I'm gonna leave you with this ending. I hope everyone has a good day, a good evening, or a good afternoon, whichever it may be. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll talk soon.
Went from Mr. 305, Dade County, to Mr. Worldwide, all around the world. And now, we're international, so international. International, so international. You can't catch me, boy. I'm overseas at about 100 G's for show. Don't test me, boy. Cause I rap with the best for show. 305 to the death of me. Cremate my body, let the ocean have what's left of me. But for now, forget about that. Blow the whistle, baby, you the referee. everywhere. I've been to countries and cities I can't pronounce, and the places on the globe I ain't know existed. In Romania, she pulled me to the side and told me, "Bitch, you can have me and my sister." In Lebanon, yeah, the women the bomb, and in Greece, you guessed it, the women they sweet. And all around the